Welcome back to Small Time Critics. My name is Mohammed Hashi, and I'm with Furniture himself.
TRIZLUCENT, King of Pop Culture, reporting for duty.
Let's go. And as you can see, this is going to be a fun one. We're going to be talking about Creature Commandos.
Yes.
Created and written by...
The GOAT. You know what I
the
mean?
current GOAT, I believe. You know what I mean? The man who can do no wrong.
Nah, he's the GOAT.
James Gunn.
He's the GOAT.
You know what I mean?
He's the GOAT.
Creature Commandos, the animated series.
Yeah.
I think one of the best written things I've seen in quite a while myself, if I'm being brutally honest with you.
Well, what, written in general or by one person, by writer and director?
Recently, it's such a clear vision for what he was doing with this series and with this first season of television. And I thought it was it had a purpose, it had a destination, and the journey was outstanding.
Oh,
you know
wow.
what I mean? So let's get into it. Creature Commandos. Tell me what you're thinking, bro. I've already kind of shown my hand, tip my hand in regards to how I feel about it. But what about yourself?
Creature Commandos is the best thing that DC, regardless of DC before James Gunn,
Old administration, new administration,
everything. It's the best. It's the best television that they've put out, bar none. You know what I mean? And I've seen Titans. I've seen some of Flash, which is awful. And
awful. Flash is awful.
Obviously, I don't really want to include DC animated films in it because obviously there's films anyway, but they are animated.
Yep.
But it's up there with some of the best of the animation that they put out in general. Creature Commandos is a fantastic piece of media in general and the perfect way to kick off the start of the new DC reign from James Gunn and Peter Safran. My biggest problem with the series is the fact that there just wasn't enough episodes. I wanted more episodes. I could have done with even more dialogue. I could have done with even more story. I could have done with even more characters. You know what I mean? And James Gunn just has such an amazing way at being able to, I don't know, man, just have these stories that have so many people in one thing and still be able to flesh out everyone.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And it's I feel like he was cooking because instead of having 2 hours, he's got 8 or 9 episodes to do it now. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's he was able to give Weasel a story.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? He was able to give, I don't even know the
G.I. Robot.
G.I. Robot story is amazing as well. But the fish girl?
Mantis? Is it Mantis?
No, Mantis is in Marvel.
Sorry. I'm getting my pop culture wrong. Sorry about that. Nina.
Bro. Incredible stories, man. I don't know how he does it. And again, I've said it already, my favorite project that he's ever done is Sliver. And even from then, that has a big ensemble cast as well. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's been doing it for decades. Even the art style, the way that they decide to animate it is great as well.
Yeah. Even
the fact that he's deciding to use the same characters that voice the actors to play the same roles when he does them in live action, bro. The guy just I don't know how his mind thinks. And the thing is, maybe I don't know how his mind thinks. I'd say he thinks probably the only logical person that's in Hollywood right now, because he's giving a fan and someone not that just loves the comic side of things, but someone that just loves good storytelling, everything that you would need. There's no crumbs left on the floor. Do you know what I'm saying with this series? How it starts, great. The middle, great. The end, fantastic. And I just wish that a lot more people would kind of respect him a bit more, because I feel like he does get respect as a creator, but I don't think he gets enough. I don't think Creature Commandos is being talked about enough, if that makes sense.
I agree with that.
Because I feel like everyone's just focused on Superman because we know that he's writing and directing that. And everyone's like, oh, Creature Commandos is just maybe the start. Anyone could do animated. But no one could. If anyone could do it, why hasn't someone done this yet? You know what I'm saying? We've seen these ensemble casts already when we got Suicide Squad. David Ayer, that piece of shit. So
Yo!
It's you know what I'm saying? Not David Ayer's piece of shit, the movie, sorry. You know what I'm saying? And it's this guy, the guy works magic, man, with the pen, man. He works magic, man. And I can't wait to see what he does more with the characters that was in this. Damn, man, I could talk about all day. I'll let you start. Sorry.
So I was about to say, maybe I should just leave the room and let you cook about the episode.
Let me jump off, bro. I'm glazing it, bro. Pause.
Pause on that one, bro. You know what I mean? For me, you said something. You know what I mean? He's a master of the pen. And for me, that's the great thing about him being part of the hierarchy at DC, because his thing, as first and foremost being a screenwriter, is the script has to be there.
Yes.
He said, him being at the helm of DC, the DCEU, the scripts have to be there and 100%. You know what I mean?
Before someone even
ready.
thinks about a camera.
There you go. Whereas other places, which remain named, I'm gonna give them remain names, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Across, you know what I mean?
Kevin Feige across the pond. Yeah.
So they're kind of like greenlighting films, like, and putting them on a calendar before someone's even started writing them, which, in my opinion, isn't wrong per se, but isn't what I would want for a cohesive story. You know what I mean?
See, now, I like that you said it's not wrong per se, because I'm someone that's a big fan of when Kevin Feige used to go up at D23 and then reveal the timeline, reveal all the logos for all the future projects, going up to maybe 4 years, 5 years time.
Yeah.
I used to love that. And I feel like they're probably going to get back to it once they kind of get themselves back on track.
Yeah.
But, because they're definitely derailed at the moment.
Yeah.
But it's like, why James Gunn is amazing right now anyway, and hasn't done wrong and can't do no wrong, I don't think, is because what you said, where he just wants to make sure the script is important. Because, bro, you can't start anything off, like, even if you're baking a cake, you need to make sure the base is right. You need to make sure you have the right ingredients before you start anything. You know what I'm saying? You're going to make a souffle, you're going to make a tiramisu, whatever. You're going to make a lasagna. You know what I'm saying? Everything has to be right from the prep before you even start even thinking about the execution.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the best thing about him right now. And with Creature Commandos, man, I don't think, as a DC fan, because I'm not a DC fan. I'm a fan of DC, but I'm not a DC fan. That's not my main thing. Yeah. I love Marvel, innit?
Yeah.
But, bro, he makes it undeniable to not love these characters.
The thing and the beauty of the series is the fact that he puts you in the perspective number one, which is great. And each episode is basically an introduction to each of the commandos, essentially. With also, like, some narrative, a narrative through line throughout the whole series of kind of like some stakes and stuff like that, or essentially a plot. And where this series shines is that each character gets their own kind of like time to shine, but also you have sympathy and understand why they are in the position they're in. You know what I mean? First and foremost. And then it's incredible that he does this. He then ties it all up in a very, very neat bow. You know what I mean? I always talk about this on the podcast, as you guys already know, set up and payoff. Yeah. We get a great setup, we get a great payoff. And also we have Easter eggs from potential new series and new TV shows and new seasons and possible movies and stuff like that. We have a cameo from Clayface. We have Batman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The Batman kind of cameo.
Again, it's incredible stuff.
You know what else, yeah? What I read, what he said, where it's like, when you get the Batman cameo, he even said that he didn't want to reveal the suit or any type of identity about Batman just in that, because he only gave us the silhouette, because he hadn't decided on what Batman is going to look like yet. And, bro, that's fantastic, because realistically, he could have just recycled any suit we've ever seen across everything that we've ever watched in our lifetime about Batman. And for someone to say, to have, I guess, the common sense to be like, I know I'm going to make changes to something, and I know whatever I reveal, much like, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to say like September 5, but much like a person being in a control room, where it's like, you have to be very, very decisive in what you put out, because whatever you put out is going to shape the whole universe. Do you know what I'm saying? The whole DC universe, not the world. You get me? And I just love that he's very meticulous. He seems to be handpicking the directors properly, much like how Kevin Feige did right in the beginning, with when Marvel first kind of started. Obviously, he's kind of like going in the kind of same kind of realm of doing that, because obviously a lot of other directors worked on some of the episodes, but he wrote the script. He knows what he wants from each episode. He knows exactly what kind of story he wants to achieve in that episode, and I'm just loving watching him work right now. Because Creature Commandos, I'm not gonna cap, I did not know one thing about Creature Commandos.
Really?
I didn't know nothing about Creature Commandos. I just knew about Suicide Squad.
So I was expecting it to be in a similar kind of like style to his version of Suicide Squad. That's what I was expecting. And I got something slightly different.
Bro, man, I can't.
And for me, there's even little stuff like the opening theme music, how there's a cold open to the show, and then that cold open bleeds into the opening music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You hear the horns and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? And literally kind of like the New Orleans style music kind of thing.
Yeah.
Carnival music. And it's just so well done how it blends in, stuff like that, and how it adds to the narrative. And the reason why it works so well is the Nina episode.
Yeah.
When you see obviously something's happened to her, she had a defect at birth. Her dad obviously loves her and wants the best for her. Her mum can't even look at her, stuff like that. And you know what I mean? Wanted to kind of get rid of her essentially.
Yeah.
And when people are talking about it, like the baby it, talking about Nina, and he goes, her name's Nina, and you hear the music coming in at the start of the episode, and he says, her name's Nina, her name's Nina, and just so well done. And it just adds to the narrative. And it's, again, I've got just so many great things to say about this series, and it was one of those things where every single episode that we got, thankfully we got it early. Thank you, WB, much appreciated for sending it to us early at the screeners. And you and I would just get so excited. Oh, they sent it to us. Bro, let's go watch it. We would get so excited.
Bro, I can't lie. I was making an event of every episode.
Oh, 100%.
I was going to a cafe, innit?
Yeah.
Shisha cafe, you know what I'm saying? Ordering the best shisha. You get me? £15. Shout out Al Farrell. You get me? And then it's like, man will go there and it's like, bro, make sure my son got the iPad nice. You know what I'm saying? I got a nice set of nice juice.
Yeah.
And I'm like, clap, time to start. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? No, just enjoy it, bro.
Yeah.
I don't even know how long the episodes were. They weren't even that long.
They weren't long, 20 minutes.
Yeah, bro.
Pure joy.
Bro, they weren't long. And I was like, fuck. But I used to like kind of let one episode kind of build up. And I'll rewatch the episode I just watched last week. Yeah. And then with the next one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I couldn't wait. I just watched them as soon as they came out.
Bro, just do that little recap, man. But,
yeah.
Bro, quality TV, man. Quality TV. And I'm interested if DC will still be putting out TV projects in general. Going forward,
I would assume so with how successful this is. Plus, also Peacemaker's pretty successful.
Yeah, you're right.
With their audience,
you're right. But when I say that, I mean like you know how the CW had all these kind of Green Arrow and all these kind of
Flash, one of the worst things they ever hit.
But what was the other thing they had where there was the team up of all of them? Where they had Wentworth Miller in it, all that kind of stuff. They had like a team up one.
Oh, I can't remember. I don't want to remember.
But yeah, like I'm just wondering where they're gonna go with things. You know, they're gonna make Titans again.
Teen Titans, all that stuff. Yeah.
I don't know where they're gonna go. I think to people that maybe don't like kind of like comic related things, people don't understand how great some of these characters actually are and how dynamic some of these are, and how it's not just about this guy can shoot ice out of his hands. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Dr. Phosphorus being a doctor that was working with what's it called, like a crime family.
Yes.
I even got the crime family's name. And then even when like I guess they wanted what they wanted from him, and they were done with him, they slapped him in the same radioactive thing that he was obviously working to build or whatever.
Yeah, to cure cancer.
And it's like, and obviously they were giving him money to do the thing. And it's like even his like little revenge arc, and then going full out revenge, and then being someone that's made out of whatever nuclear energy, whatever the hell he's made out of, and like kind of realizing like, I don't know what the fuck to really do with my life. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I've lost my wife, I've lost my kid, and it's like and he has a moment where he's with another child, that kind of thing. And because of how the character's gone throughout his lifetime, kill kind of thing, revenge, anger, and it's like he has a moment with a child where it's like normally in this normal situation I'd have to kill you, but it's like he's having flashbacks about his own past life and all these kind of things, and it's like it's beautiful to see a character that is maybe on one end you just look at as a monster, but on the other end you look at it as like man was actually a human being.
So my standout episode was probably the Weasel episode.
Yeah, Weasel episode was great, man.
So the Weasel episode is so rich narratively, and it kind of really builds upon the character.
And Sean Gunn voices that, by the way.
Sean Gunn voices both the Weasel and Jarobo.
Yes,
well. So, you know what I mean? Again, that kind of wonderful nepotism, you know what I'm saying?
Do you know what? I was watching Sean Gunn do a podcast, and he was talking about...
He talks about it. I love how he makes fun of it. He calls it out himself. He's aware of it, which I'm very happy about.
Yeah. And to be fair, he did say that he was like, he never, like, before things really start kicking off, he never really knew, like, if James was going to involve in a lot of projects, like, involve him in a lot of projects, even though he wants to work and get his own career off the floor and that. Where it's like, it's like you just said, it's just a beautiful thing that is kind of just flourished into where it is today. And the guy is super talented, man.
And the thing with James Gunn, I think he's similar to kind of Tarantino and Spike Lee and Scorsese. He has rich company, by the way. He has like a kind of like a repertory kind of like cast of actors that he uses a lot.
Yeah, man. That's kind of thing. Bro, and that's what I like, man. I mean, people always be like, I mean, I'll add one in there. Adam Sandler, you know what I'm saying? You get me? You know what I'm saying?
Keeping all the people that they know and love
Bro,
in these
because-
things. Like obviously, like when was the last time Nathan Fillion wasn't in something involving thing, or Alan Tudyk or something like that?
But at the end of the day, you know what you're gonna get from them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? You know they're gonna deliver. You know they're gonna be able to deliver emotion, the action side, whatever you want from them.
Yes.
You know that this is the person that's gonna give it. And it's like, I'm just happy.
How excited are you about the future of DC television going forward?
I'm very excited, man. I'm very, very, very excited. I think, like, I already spoke about it very early before, where James Gunn was probably going to be the person that once Kevin Feige was done, he was kind of being
Next in line,
next in line for it. Do you know what I'm saying? To take over, because he knew the guy understands it. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's hard to kind of picture him doing something else now that's not comic book or superhero related.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? But he adds such a gravitas to all of these characters and all these stories that it's like, bro, you're not just watching like a normal guy that's a mutant or some sort of thing. Do you know what I'm saying? You're actually watching a character with a big story being told about them.
Yeah.
So if anything, I'm very excited to see what he does with the Waller character, if I'm being honest.
Yes.
I think they said they're going to do that in live action.
Yes.
So, and I think that will be a series as well. So I'm very, very much looking forward to that, because obviously, you know what I mean, what's her name again?
Viola Davis.
Viola Davis. She's a phenomenal actress.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And she's been done dirty in Suicide Squad and whatever else she was in.
Yeah.
So it's going to be good to see, you know what I'm saying, one of the queens, man, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Really, really show out. You get me? He needs to get Angela Bassett on there, bro, because she's done with Marvel.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? Get her on there.
It's very interesting. A lot of actors who have been in Marvel projects are now saying, "Oh, I want to be in this DC project."
Bro, because you can kind of see the trajectory of Marvel right now, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
but you never know; things may change.
Hey man, it's got Fantastic Four, Thunderbolts.
Literally in a couple of weeks' time.
Hey
you know
ho,
what I mean?
let's see what happens, innit? Let's see what happens. But you know what I mean, June's gonna be a big month.
Oh, that's our Super Bowl.
Exactly. So we're gonna see what happens with that, and Superman will be the day.
The crowning achievement.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that will the one that literally just anoints him. You know what I mean,
it might actually be the movie. It might actually be the movie, man. Yeah. I'm just happy to be present.
There you go, bro. And again, we don't really score TV shows, but this would be high up there, wouldn't it?
Oh, I mean, I can score it. I'll give it a 9.
There you go.
Right off the bat.
There you go, bro. There you go. And again, this is a review that you basically cooked, by the way. You know what I mean? I'll just a backup dancer. You know what I mean? I'll just hear. You know what I mean?
I don't know where to start. There's too much to say about it.
There you go, bro. That's the great thing about this, man. This thing we love. But again, cannot wait for what the future has to hold for this. And we cannot wait to see what you say in the comment section down below. Let us know what you think. Again, do you agree with us? Do you disagree? I doubt you disagree, but you know what I mean? Yeah, but why not? Let us know.
It'd be good to know, like, was there any characters missing out from the Creature Commandos?
That's a good shout.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know when they went back to the base, there was like a few other people.
Yes, that's true.
In the base, when they went back to the prison cell kind of thing. So, I don't know, comment down below, let us know, like...
Or let us know the Creature Commandos which you want to be included in Season 2.
Yeah, even better.
Even better, how about that? Yep, like, as we said, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. TRIZLUCENT, Ro Mohammed, Hashi, Small Time Critics. And we'll see you on the next one. Peace.